Good evening, YouTubers. The new time travel Jaime 88. I'm back with another DVD review, and tonight I'm doing another family movie review. I saw this movie on television. It is a very awesome film, but finally I got this movie on DVD. So tonight I'm going to present you a review of The Iron Giant. Yes, Iron Giant is a very awesome film. And, yep, I love this film. Anyway, this DVD review was requested by Jaden Rivera. Thank you very much for request. I know I've been waiting for this review, but I finally got the movie. This movie was made on August 6, 1999. It's a animated science fiction film. It's directed by Brad Bird. It's based on the same novel by Ted Hughes. It was starred in the voices of Jennifer Aniston, Harry Connick Jr., Christopher McDonald, Vin Diesel, and John Mahoney. Now, this story is about a young boy raised this name Hogarth, who's raised by his mother, the widow of the Air Force pilot who discovered an iron giant who fell from space. With the help of beatnik named Dean, they had to stop the military and federal agents from finding and destroying the giant. And this movie takes place in 1957 during the height of the Cold War, So, they find a large alien crash from the orbit with a coastal Rockwell Marine with no memory. The Iron Giant wanders into the mainland when he discovers a 9-year-old Hogarth Hughes. Follows trail of the forest destruction and frees from the robot who is struck in the power cables of electrical substance. He is, after being rescued and befriended by Hogarth, the giant follows him back to the house. Upon his return, the giant attempts to eat the rails off his tires of the nearby railroad track. The giant attempts this, but it takes too long, causing the train to collide with his head. Hogarth hides in the damaged robot in the barn when he discovers the robot is self-repaired. So meanwhile at night, Hogarth returns to the barn with a stack of comic books and a read in the press with Superman, but is distressed when he discovered a comment about the evil robot. So he told the giant that he can't be what you choose to be. So, however, the U.S. government is investigating the destroying substance, and Agent Kate Mandersley discovered the evidence of a giant and decided to continue with his inquiries, firing a BB gun. Hogarth left the substation that night. He finds the giant. Mansley takes up to the room for rent of Hogarth's home and trails the boy to learn more. He is paranoid about the alien invasion and alerts the U.S. Army to possible presence of a giant. However, in Rockwell, the giant saves two boys, instantly getting the good side of the wilderness civilization witness and lead to the giant. He tells Hogarth that he not choose to be a gun. Unfortunately, the giant is seen in the military and attack. The giant flees with Hogarth until he was shot down by the missile fire from an F-86 after the crash landing. The giant thinks the unconscious. Hogarth is dead, enraged, and activates in his missile arsenal of energy, of weapons and attack. The army has no match, for the giant's advanced firepower. So, Hogarth wakes up and pacifies the giant easily him to deactivate his weapons. So, he then shows himself to Rogar and his men. Rogar, after listening to Dean's explanation of the giant and realized that Mansley has lied to him, he's about to tell the Nautilus to stand down, but Mansley snatched the walkie-talkies in order to launch a missile, destroying the giant. Not only vaporized the giant, but everyone in Rockwell as well. Mansley trying to escape Rockwell to save himself, but the giant stopped him and he is arrested by the army. When Hogarth tells the giant about the Rockwell's fate, the giant files to intercept the missile, with a smile of satisfaction comparing himself to Superman. The giant collides with a missile, causing a massive explosion high up in the atmosphere. The people in town recognize the giant's a hero, but everyone, especially Hogarth, is deeply saddened by the giant's sacrifice. Sometimes later, Annie and Dean start a relationship, and Dean builds a statue in honoring the giant. Hogarth receives a package from General Rogar containing the only piece of the giant they found, a small jaw boat. That night, Hogarth awakens to a familiar beat, which realizes he's trying to get out in his window. He realizes the giant is still alive and repairing himself. Somewhere he opens the window to let the boat out. In a hilarious part of the robot approach, the snow drift, where the head rests eyes and glowing as the giant starts waking up and smile. So, my thoughts of the movie The Iron Giant. This is a great movie, and it's very emotional too, and plus a couple of sad scenes in there too. So, and Vin Diesel, he did a wonderful job playing the giant as well. So, I give the movie The Iron Giant 10 out of 10. This is one of the best films ever. It was also, I love the scoring from Michael Kamen, and yep, it's awesome film. So, let's take a look of the DVD itself. Here's the giant, and here's Ho Garrett. The front, the spine, and the back. Enchanting, you forget from time to time that these are moving drawings because the story and characters are so compelling. Roger Ebert of Chicago Sun-Times, rest in peace to Mr. Ebert. Special features, we have commentary from director Brad Baird, head of animation Tom Fulleshy, story department Jeff Lynch, and also alternate open and giant dream sequence. Plus 13 mini documentary. Also the enhanced feature for you put that in the computer. And plus some still galleries and more surprises too. This is rated PG and is running time 86 minutes. Here's the disc for The Iron Giant. Okay, that's it for this movie. And if you like to rate, comment, and subscribe, please do so. And thanks for watching. Take care, everyone.